Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First carry now. This is Johnson pushing through tacklers at the 30. He's still fighting forward. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Going for the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards. 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens' 9-yard line.
Will be caught at about the 5.
Stafford's pass.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And some room to work. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. is well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
58, right over there. 13. Hey, middle. Watch the slap. 13. Slap. Check 4.
To throw again is Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You know, let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Now Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He gets this complete to Cephas. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Formation for the Lions.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
At the 24 and a 2nd and 11. To throw is Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screenplay.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Able to fight through one tackle. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Taken down back at the 15.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Lions 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 27-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented to
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
His kick.
And he's got it up and through.
makes the score Ravens 21, Lions 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to it.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shot that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
13.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 75 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson. Really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Barkley. Barkley, a 1st down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. He'll try to punch it in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. it.